Hey everybody, Wolfie here. Just taking the car for a quick jaunt. Gonna run out and grab some Chick-fil-A. Sponsorship, please. No, I'm just didn't feel like cooking tonight, so I'm off to go let someone else do it for me. Had something kind of sad happen today. Nothing related to me, so don't worry about it. But I mean, not like that, but um, it's weird. I'm sad for a cat I never met. This morning there was a post on Nextdoor from one of my neighbors, a picture of this beautiful Siamese cat, female, that she had found at the end of her driveway this morning having a seizure. And she looked okay. I mean, apart from the seizure, she looked physically okay. She had seen this cat out and about in the neighborhood pretty frequently over the past few months. And so she scooped up the cat and took her to the vet because she's having a seizure. Obviously, she's in distress. And she posted on Nextdoor saying, hey, the cat's not microchipped, so if anybody recognizes her or knows who the owner is, let me know. And, a couple people chimed in and said, oh, that's too bad, sorry, blah, blah. And I posted and said, hey, if, because the cat's adorable. I said, well, if you can't find the owner and you don't want to keep her, let me know, and I'll help out with, the vet bill, and I'll take her in. And the woman responded, hey, that's very nice of you. I'll keep you posted on how she does at the vet today. And I asked her, did they have any idea what happened? And she's like, no, they did blood tests or blood work and took x-rays, and they can't find a damn thing wrong. I'm like, okay, well, keep me posted. And then she messaged me about an hour ago and said that the cat didn't make it. And the vet seemed to think that it was some sort of head trauma that provoked the seizures, because they don't typically start on their own, not in a cat, not in most animals. And there was no visible sign of any kind of injury, no broken bones, or the x-ray was clean, including her head, but the vet figures that some sort of blunt impact just hurt the poor babe, and I guess she wasn't in good shape and didn't make it. It's just messed up. It's not even my cat. I've never even met this cat, and I'm all sad about it. It prompted me to give my cats a good, nice big hug after I read that news. And I hope it was an accident. I know that's a terrible thing to say, but I hope that it was something like she fell, or something fell from a tree and hit her, or something like that. Because the alternative is worse. It means somebody did something to her. And by all rights, apparently, she was a super sweet cat. And I know there are people out there in this world that do very mean things to animals. There are people who hate cats, which I tolerate. And there are people who hate cats who act out against cats to hurt them. Fuck you people. It's one thing to not like a kind of animal, but it's another to go out of your way to hurt one. Especially when we're talking about commonly domesticated animals like cats, dogs, rabbits, mice, hamsters, horses, that sort of thing. If you don't like cats, then fine, leave them alone. If they're on your property and you don't like it, well, sack up and deal with it. But if you must, then chase them off. But don't hurt them while you do it. And if you hurt an animal like that, you're less than dirt to me. A waste of oxygen. So like I said, I really hope that it was some kind of accident that ended up hurting her. Because I don't like knowing I share this blue-green marble with people capable of doing stuff like that on purpose. But, you know, I'm sure she wasn't comfortable, like too comfy, or all that happy. But she was at least out of the cold and around people who cared right up till the end. So at least she didn't die alone under a bush somewhere, or on somebody's curb, or in someone's backyard. That would have just been horrible. Feels bad, man. Feels really bad. I don't know. It's weird that I care so much. Never even touched this animal, never seen her in person. Just saw one photograph and tried to reach out to help, and it was too late. What the hell? Oh, weird. They apparently don't even let you go in anymore. You just stand at the door and they bring the food to you. Weirdos. Oh, I suppose they're going to want money soon. Evening.
Have any for the order?
Will.
Well, what can I get today?
Just a regular chicken sandwich and a medium fry.
Any sauces?
No thanks.
Chicken sandwich and a medium fry. That's going to come out to $6.12 for you today.
Okay.
Perfect. Let me pull up for the receipt, okay?
Thanks.
No problem.
They're actually kind of busy today. There are 8 cars in front of me, 4 in each lane. Moving pretty quick, though. I looked online to see about maybe getting Grubhub or DoorDash or whatever the hell to deliver. And he already got me.
Oh, he did?
Yeah,
He's
thanks.
so much faster than me. What happened?
They wanted like some absurd amount of money. Like a Steak and Shake is a local chain here, and they had a triple steak burger. And that's not nearly as big as it sounds. They're a third of a pound of beef. Their steak burgers are super thin, but they're good. But yeah, so picked out a meal. It was a burger and then an order of fries or whatever. $7, which is officially almost double what they charge in the restaurant if you walk in and sit down and order. You can pay $4 and get a triple cheese or triple burger, plate of fries, and a drink. So yeah. But not only that, but Grubhub they wanted to charge $2 for a delivery fee. $3.50 something in what they call taxes and fees. Hey, Will. Please. Thank you. So yeah, they wanted almost double for the meal itself, and then $2 for a delivery charge, $3.50 in taxes and fees, and then a driver tip on top of that. So the order total would have come out to $14.50. So the meal itself was $7, but then they wanted more than double. They wanted more than the meal amount in fees, which is just stupid. And yeah, like I said, if you go to the restaurant, you can get the same thing for $4. And I'll tell you what, taxes do not add up to fucking $3 on a $7 ticket. That's absurd. They're just baking in more bullshit into their price tag. I get that they have to, they have to pay the bills. I'm not stupid. But fucking hell, man, that's absurd. That's just ridiculously overpriced. And DoorDash was no better. I think Grubhub owns them now. There was some great merger a few years ago that all these competing food delivery companies all just sort of merged together because all hail the Omni Global Medicorp, right? Omni Hyper Megacorp, that's the one. You can expect to see a lot more of that kind of shit coming with Biden in office. Yeah. Thanks a lot. Because he is about as corporate friendly as you can get, and China friendly as you can get. It's not to say Trump wasn't a big friend to business, because he certainly was. But now we have a real crook in office, and an army of politicians behind him that are just as bad. So between that and the inevitable gun grabbing that's coming, I expect that presidency to be entertaining in the worst possible way, but whatever. I've got like 80 terabytes of porn. It's not like you can depress me all that much. Next, they'll announce a moratorium on porn. I don't see that happening. I actually think they've pretty well integrated pornography into the circus part of bread and circus to keep the average American entertained while everything goes to shit. Nice. Light turned right away. So I've got my X3 stuff rendering, and I'll have that uploaded either tomorrow or Saturday. I know I seem kind of despondent, but the thing with the cat really bummed me out. Can't save them all. Wish I could. I wish I made the kind of money that it would take to put together an animal shelter rescue type thing. But I know there's already some out there, and I know they're doing a good job, so maybe I should just find one of those and go volunteer or donate or something. I actually think the volunteer idea sounds good. I could use an excuse to leave the house other than getting food, picking up groceries. That bridge is always so weird. Last hurricane, it nearly got washed out. It was closed for a good 2 or 3 months while they repaired it. Oops, not 45 in here. I don't know. I just kind of feeling like crap the last couple of days. I'm not sure why. I'll blame it on the usual specter of poor sleep. It feels like more than that. I actually have a good idea what it is. Don't like admitting it. Because I pride myself on being a strong, independent person who don't need no man. Sorry. Who, gets along okay without human contact, but I got a whole lot of human contact back the week of Christmas. And I miss it. Even though it was, my parents doing their usual thing where they bicker on Christmas. They're always at each other's throats at Christmas. It's like a family tradition at this point. Or, crazy household with a newborn baby and 2 wily kids and just that kind of hectic stuff going on. I still miss it. Nice to be around people. And I think the longer the Shaolin Shakes go on, the longer our government maintains its chubby over banishing people to their homes. I don't know. I feel like this might be what kills America. It just crushes people's spirit over time to not be able to go out and socialize and do the usual shit. I mean, hell, I might have found a hole-in-the-wall, dive bar somewhere and, become a regular. Not even drinking much, maybe a drink or two. Tip well so they don't kick me out. And just get to know people. Might have garnered some sympathy for this bullshit divorce. Some camaraderie among fellow losers who can't keep a woman. Shit like that, whatever. And, that might be beneficial or therapeutic, but can't do it now. It's funny how they keep saying, the numbers are getting worse and worse. Except they're not. And more people may, again, because they're testing more, they're finding more cases. Funny how none of them are dying, though, isn't it? But, you crush people under the boot long enough, and they run out of things to look forward to. Start to question why they're bothering grinding so hard at the grindstone. And then you casually announce, oh yeah, by the way, you're fucking fired. Or, yeah, everything's going to stay closed for another year. You can work from home though, right? Lol. Also, no more stimulus for you. We're not actually going to help you in any way. And, oh yeah, we voted ourselves a bunch of raises. Toodles. Now we're off for the winter. I think the Capitol Hill thing that happened on the 6th pisses me off so much that coward journalists and dumbass liberals are daring to call that a coup or an insurrection after 4 straight years of an organized, unrelenting campaign to soft coup Trump out of office by pretty much every branch of fucking government, including some of his own people. But no, a bunch of jokers show up at the Capitol and barge their way in. Invited. By the way, they were allowed in. And oh no, that's an insurrection. That's a violent uprising. We gotta clamp down. Fuck all of you. That's just horseshit. And you fucking know it. But that's fine. They can carry on with that shit. They can try to grab all the guns they want. And just keep oppressing people and tossing them to the curb if they have the wrong opinions. And, nothing bad ever happened when they did stuff like that, They tried that in the late 30s in Germany. They picked out a group of people who they didn't like because of their political views and their ethnicity. And, they squeezed them out of decent society. They wouldn't let them run businesses, or they'd run their businesses into the ground. They shunned them. They marked them. Kind of like how they want to do now. And, nothing actually happened. Germany was just fine. Nothing bad ever happened there in the late 30s. Yeah. Nothing at all. And I get the feeling it's going to go that way. They really called Trump Hitler, but they never met Hitler. And they don't want to, but I'm really worried that they're going to, because they're busy making him right now. Enough babbling. I'm going to go eat. Catch you guys later.